I will now guide you through lesson 6 on the lesson guide. Remember to leave at least a day since completing lesson 5. Once again, as previously, the first step is to turn to the control page, page 53, to retest the positives. By positives, of course, I mean the words in the grey shaded area that have a tick in the last column. Ask your student to spell the words on paper. Mark with a tick or a dot and record the results back on your control page. The next step in lesson 6 is to complete the rows process from the previous lesson. So as usual, open Stareway to Spelling and take the rows form from the flap at the back, fold the form so that the words are hidden and place it in front of your students so they can write the words in row G. Dictate the words from the spelling dictation box for your student to write in row G of the rows form, and then mark the words with a tick or a dot. In this case, off and of were correct. Tick with, but which has been forgotten gets a dot. The other words get ticks. Turn to your control page, page 53, and record the results on the control page. So a tick goes by with, which receives a dot, and we tick how, your, his and or. How, your, his and or. In this particular case, your student spelled off and of correctly. We mark the paired words as pairs. So in the box opposite off and of, we place a tick. If, as often happens, your student has confused off and of again, we would have placed a dot here in this box opposite the words, and the next time we do rows, we would have included off and of as our paired words. The final step in lesson 6 is to test your students' reading of most used words 51 to 100. So if we turn to the sus3 pages, so here on page 33 we have the sus3 reading for most used words 51 to 100. Place the date, ask your student to read the words as outlined previously. Place a tick or a dot opposite the words as appropriate. Work on the negatives, i.e. the dotted words, using the sus3 technique. That concludes lesson 6.